Snorin here from joomlapro.com. Here comes another video. This is about our reconstruction of the YOOtheme login extension that we have for Joomla. So we've changed name on this. Before it was called YOOtheme login. Now it's called User Tools. And the reason for this is because we've added a plugin with this package. So this package comes with one module and one plugin. So when you install the package, you get one new module, the same module as before. I'm going to demonstrate that one too. But also now you have a plugin that does UIkit overrides for all the user-specific Joomla pages. So let's take a look here in our demo. We can do here, and we can see we can start with the module. So this is a normal Joomla module. Oops, been logged out here. So where are you? Here we go. So this one, the module is called the same. And the module is the same as before, but what is it? Yeah, it's one of these UIkit kind of overrides, and we've added a lot of additional features. So you have ability to change, the title, the font, the width, and what it generates is this module here, and you have extra field for text, and you can configure this exactly as you like. And if you're used to UTheme and the UIkit framework, you're going to recognize a lot of things here. It's very similar to working from the builder with the different buttons. So this is the login button. If I change this to danger, everyone that worked with yeah, now I log out there again. I have a shared session. Now you can see it's now it's a danger style on that button, and so on and so on. So here's a lot of things. You can customize more or less anything. The link setting. You can also use the language constants in here if you want to use them, or you just write whatever you want here. So that's kind of neat. Forgot link, text small. A lot of parameters to really shape this into exactly what you want. And these additional fields is just something that to make it easy, to add some instructions or some information. So there's one text in the beginning of the form and one text at the end of the form, to kind of explain something. And in this, of course, you can use HTML and so on. So if you want to add like a link here, you can just do that and so on. So it's quite flexible there. Show register button, and you have the same thing here. Style this, full width button, you can make it look really nice. And then you have also an additional user menu. So you can select, you can create in Joomla like a user menu, and then you can add this and you will get the extra menu. It could be the user page, user profile, or anything. If you have a specific member site that you want to add, or some invoices or something like that, whatever kind of project you have there. Yeah, and then we have the custom redirect settings, for login, logout, registration, and also custom CSS, just like in the elements of UTheme Pro. You can really go down here and add your custom CSS, so you can style this exactly as you want. So this is the module. It hasn't really changed from the last version. But let's look now at the plugin. So we go to system, we go to plugins, we can do override, over, 2R, over, and here we go. System, YOOtheme User Override. So let's take a look at this one. So this is a plugin, and here you now have one tab for each page, of the normal Joomla user-specific pages. You know, you have the login form. So let's take a look here on the login form. So again, I'm logged in. Yeah, and now there's a redirect, of course, so I need to go back. I should really turn off that shared session login form. So here we have, and here you have kind of exactly the same, you know, so you can set the width, you can set, let me see if I logged out now. Yes, of course I did. I'm gonna be logged in again. It's kind of annoying. Let's adjust that quickly here. So shared session, no. And now we should be good to go. Yes. So let's move back to the plugin. Override. Here we go. So here's the login. This is just a normal, you know, I created a menu item to the login form in Joomla. And now I can change this, you know, so if I do 500 width here instead, I'm gonna take a look, and now it's 500 width. And everything is wrapped up here. And again, if you're familiarized with the UTheme framework, you're gonna find a lot of things here. You know, the same thing with the buttons, the size, all of this, the link settings. So you have all of the settings here, and then the custom redirection, etc., and also the custom registration link. So you can show the register button here, and change text. You know, test. We're gonna take a look here, and you're gonna see that you can modify this to really create this. You know, Joomla. One of the powerful thing with Joomla is the membership part of it. You know, so projects where maybe an association or some club or some kind of place where you want to have users, people can log in and they have, you know, access to different things. Joomla is a very strong platform, but to kind of, and we love, again, you know, the UTheme Pro framework to make everything look very, very nice and spiffy. And but all these user pages, a lot of times they look kind of shit, you know, when you try to make, you created this beautiful UTheme website and everything, and then when you add these user features from Joomla, it kind of messes up everything, and it looks kind of bad, and it's like it doesn't look like a nice you know, project, you know, that is unison in its design and look and feel. And with this, you have now the ability to really customize all of these parts. So that's the login. Logout, of course, not much to say there, but you know, there is you know, like a little box that comes there with the logout part. Forgot username, you know, we have those. If we click these, you get to these. Same thing here. You can adjust this to, let's do 300. Just change something here. Card, secondary, save. We take a look now, and you see it's now more narrow, and it has the card secondary instead. So kind of nice. Forgot password, yeah, you know, that's kind of the same thing. Registration is interesting. Let's take a look at that one, because that one is quite important on member websites, you know, especially if you created some kind of a service or something like that. You know, you want to have a really nice registration form, you know. I can add also, this one works with the default reCAPTCHA version 3, I think version 2 also. I know that version 2 is going to be deprecated and removed in Joomla 5 now, so it's the other one. But it should work also with third-party ones, because we've really tried to make this very core Joomla. It's really just an override of the layouts, you know. So reCAPTCHA v3 we've tested, and it works great. Let's take a look at the settings here again. So, you know, let's do it a little bit wider. Register an account. Yeah, test. Title, age 3 instead. Description, fill in all these fields. Yeah, you get the, and here's a constant, and it will gonna take that one instead. Submit, register. Let's write register again. You know, you can have a icon, and this is the UIkit icon. So if I write star here, you're gonna get that. Extra information above the form, extra information below the form, and so on, you know. input size, let's do them large. Let's take a look what we've done. Oh, large input fields, you know, wider, different text, register with a star, you know. So you have full control of this one too. Very neat and nice. What else here? Yeah, let's log in actually and just take a look at also the user page. So here you have the profile. You know, you can set column, grid divider, and so on. And also the edit profile. Take a look at that. So here, you know, all UIkit, nice with these nice little icon for password. You know, and all the default stuff, you know, that is. These are always a little bit messy, and we try to do the best without. We didn't want to change too much, you know. You can take a look at the code and maybe do even more adjustments here if you need to. But we tried to make it at least, you know, Joomla default, but UIkit, and kind of look at least in some kind of order, you know. But these are quite special, you know, to modify. But you have all the settings for these two. You know, you can set title, settings, edit profile, edit button icon, and so on here. So you have some control of these two here. Yeah, I hope you can find this useful. You know, again, creating some kind of a service or member site for Joomla with UItheme Pro. You know, with these tools here, you can make all of the whole user part nice and neat and looking good and more, you know, unison with your UItheme style and design, etc., etc. So I think that was all. Thank you and bye-bye.